Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's One Piece Treasure Cruise video, I will provide 4 different teams for you to beat the new 11th anniversary Blitz battle. Team 1 is my personal best for the better multiplier and with every unit I got out of the anniversary. Luffy Zoro Sanji as captain and the friend captain will be the new Kizaru. You need to gain access to both the EX Super of Luffy Zoro Sanji and Nami, we don't care about Kizaru. Our free-to-play Sai Robin here is maximum level limit break with support Kizuna Rare recruit Morley attached to her, so in case Kaku appears in the stage 4 variation, we can completely deal with attack down. Instead of Morley, any one turn attack down reducing support will do just fine. Of course, if you have Rare recruit Chopper, you can use him instead of Robin and the attack down reducing support. In stage number 3, activate Nami to deal with the defensive effects, get matching slots and enough damage to super easily clear and beat York. Make sure your Frankie is limit broken to deal with at least one turn of increased damage taken, so we can easily tank this damage here and have enough HP so we can also tank the damage by attacking with poison slots in stage number 4, because this team has no way of removing them and it doesn't need to be honest. In stage 4, Morley will activate if you get the Kaku variation, he won't if you get the Lucci one, which is fine. You want to do the same things in both variations, activate Usopp first to get your specials back, remove Threshold if present and increase your damage. Activate Frankie to increase your damage and defeat the enemy. And then if you are on the Kaku variation, you want to activate Robin to deal with the remaining attack down. If not, you can't activate Robin, so just ignore her special and start attacking. Versus Kaku and the attacking chain on your Dex units for color advantage and maximum damage, versus Lucci and on your Sai units. Get rid of the poison slots, as you saw I attacked with everyone, still managed to survive. You can use HP boosting supports if you feel it's necessary, but I don't think so to be honest. And now we entered the final stage to face off versus Kizaru. First you want to activate the EX Super of Luffy Zoro Sanji. Then we want to activate their special. They will deal with both the Despair and the Paralysis. You don't really care about the action special tap timing. If you want to try and hit the maximum, you can. I just skip it for time efficiency. Then activate Nami's EX Super to get her special back. Then her special again to deal with defense up and increase your damage. We also have a full board of tandem slots. And finally Kizaru's special to get chain boundaries and deal with the chain debuffs. Now we attack and super easily clear. And if you have Kizaru instead of Luffy Zoro Sanji, you can swap the captains around, I'm pretty sure. Team number 2 will be using only one of the new legends, either Nami or Luffy Zoro Sanji depending on who you have. You can of course swap your captains around. And one of the new rare recruits, Usopp. The rest of the units are Sai free-to-play Straw Hats, all of them are level limit break 5 to get their maximum special, so have that in mind, we especially need it for Chopper and also Robin. For our supports, we are using V1 Nekomamushi, the legend, on Chopper to deal with 2 turns of attack down and completely remove it alongside Robin's special in stage 4 if it appears, and then Treasure Map Legend Crocodile on Robin for the final stage. In stage 3, activate Nami to deal with everything and super easily clear. We do not care about the increased damage taken here by the way, because of Chopper we have a way to deal with poison slots. And make certain you can get the EX Super access for both of your captains. That's why Brook is here, not really for his special, we don't care about that. We can survive the damage as you can see, make sure to also have damage reduction sockets maxed out. And now we get the Kaku variation, so attack down will appear. We want to do the same actions either or. We want to activate Usopp first to deal with Threshold if it appears, and then get our specials back alongside damage boosting. Then Robin to deal with attack down alongside Nekomamushi support if it's present. And Chopper to manipulate all of our poison slots into guaranteed matching. Be careful if you do go against Kaku, do not attack with Usopp last because he is not properly boosted in this team. Just always start the attacking chain with him for maximum damage and then defeat stage 4 with the rest of your units. The reason why Crocodile on Robin is extremely important is because he will remove the chain coefficient reduction in the final stage and provide us with chain boundaries, which will help us deal with both the chain debuffs just from a support. After he's activated, go ahead and activate the EX Super of Luffy, Zoro, Sanji to manipulate the block slots and gain a color affinity boost. Then there's special as well to deal with both despair and paralysis, but also gain more damage boosting. And finally activate Nami's EX Super to regain her first stage special, to activate that, gain even more damage, apply increased damage taken, and also deal with Kizaru's defense up. Now you are more than ready to clear the quest. Team number 3 will be pretty similar but will only be using one new legend, Nami, and no new rare recruits. Your friend captain needs to be Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, and our captain will be V1 Gear 5 Luffy in his 6-star form, and all three of them need to gain access to their EX Super. For our free-to-play size Straw Hats, all of them are maximum level limit break. Chopper has V1 Nekomamushi support on him for the attack down. Another support might also work for you, but I am again using this Crocodile, who is super important, especially because I am missing the super evolution of Vivi Rebecca. In stage number 3, we activate Nami, of course, deal with everything on the stage. Again, we don't care about increased damage taken being removed as a debuff. We attack York, defeat her, tank the damage, and proceed. In stage number 4, Lucci finally decided to grace us with his presence, but no matter who appears, you follow the same plan. First up, you want to activate the EX Super of your captains. Luffy, Zoro, Sanji will provide us with a color affinity boost, and then Gear 5 Luffy will provide us with the ability to ignore threshold and get increased damage from the size slots that we will get from Chopper's special activation, since he will manipulate the poison slots. If you get the Kako variation, also activate Robin to deal with attack down. In that case, Nekomamushi will also activate. And I also forgot to mention that Gear 5 Captain will help us resist the special rewind in stage number 4. Then we defeat the mini-boss. We don't need to remove the threshold with Brook. We don't care about his special since we have Gear 5. Now in the final stage, again, Crocodile support will deal with both the chain debuffs, because he will remove chain coefficient reduction and provide us with chain boundaries. And after that, we want to activate our captain, Gear 5 Luffy, first. What he's about to do is manipulate the slots and then provide us with damage. But something to have in mind is that he damages Kizaru, and that will proc an interruption, which will make type slots weaker when we attack. We don't care though, because we are about to activate Nami again. Activate Luffy, Zoro, Sanji to deal with the debuffs, gain more damage, and then Nami's EX Super and first stage special once again to increase the damage, deal with defense up, get tandem slots, and now attack in color advantage. You can also use the super tandem effects, by the way, but they are not necessary because we have more than enough damage to defeat Kizaru. Team number 4 won't be using any characters from the 11th anniversary, but it's not fully boosted. I don't have Vivi and Rebecca, so I had to play around that. So we are going to use one non-boosted unit, Ifrit Sanji. If you have Nami, you can use her instead of Ifrit Sanji, and we are using 3 supports here. Treasure Map Rare Recruit Hyogoro on our Gear 5 Luffy, Support Rare Recruit Koshiro on our free-to-play Zoro, and Treasure Map Crocodile again on Robin. All of our 3 Psy free-to-play Straw Hats are fully level limit broken to get their maximum special, and we have access to both our EX Supers from the captains. In stage number 3 we don't have Nami, Sanji is our man, we are going to activate his special, switch him to captain, activate his super class, switch him back to the crewmate position, and all of that provided us with a full board of matching slots, enough damage boosting to beat York, and we also dealt with her defensive effects. So attack with color advantage and super easily proceed. In case you don't have Hyogoro and Koshiro, in the place of Hyogoro we want someone that can at least deal with one turn of attack down for stage 4 if it appears, and for Koshiro someone to deal with one turn of defense up in the final stage after Zoro's special. In stage 4, no matter who appears, we want to activate the EX Super and then special of our Gear 5 Luffy. That will provide us with a full board of matching slots, damage boosting, and it will help us bypass the threshold if that's what appears. And Hyogoro support also activates to deal with attack down. Robin will help with that, so we activate her too. And then we are ready to attack if you are versus Kaku and your attacking chain on Sanji, who has color advantage, if not with the Sai units of course, to super easily defeat the miniboss. Usopp is not exactly necessary, I am using him more so I can get EX Super access, so if you miss some utility perhaps from the supports, you can try and replace him, but he can also provide us with chain boosting that can survive Kizaru's intimidation in stage 5. When Crocodile activates, deals with the chain debuffs, you are ready to start activating specials. Usopp first, then we are going to activate Zoro and he will deal with 5 turns of defense up, support Koshiro with the remaining 1, will also provide us an ore boost, will activate Kizaru's intimidation to get less damage from type slots, we don't care, because we have the EX Super of our Luffy Zoro Sanji to get a full board of tandem slots and a Color Affinity boost, then their special for even more damage and to also remove despair and paralysis, and now we are ready to attack, and on the Captain Gear 5 Luffy if you need the Rasugo special, but you most likely won't. And these are my 4 different team variations for the new 11th anniversary Blitz battle versus Kizaru. Hopefully you did find the video helpful or enjoyable, and as always, thank you so much for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.